All right, so our next guest is a current senior from Tumble Memorial High School. She was recently elected to be the state president for Texas HOSA. Do y'all know what HOSA means? It is Health Occupation Students of America. In short, these are the students that are future healthcare professionals. She states she is drawn to HOSA for the reason she is drawn to healthcare. HOSA has given her the platform to basically present her passion about healthcare. As Texas HOSA president, she has been allowed to elevate and to speak to people from all backgrounds and futures within her community. She has also been given the experience to develop passions through meeting others on similar paths. I met Jocelyn when I was asked to be the keynote speaker for the leadership conference of HOSA. I did not know what HOSA was then, so I actually investigated it. After that, I still did not know anything about HOSA. Well, when I walked into the event, there were 2,000 plus brilliant high school students with one goal: to be healthcare professionals. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the president of Texas HOSA, Jocelyn Auxier.
Hello, everyone. And HOSA can create a very inclusive partnership. So, I'm going to talk about HOSA. 4 letters mean a lot to me, but probably not so much to you guys. HOSA is an organization where students can compete and network with each other to pursue the healthcare career. Now, to give you a brief explanation on what it means to those people, I'm going to tell you 2 stories. One about myself, and one about my best friend, Monica. Now, my best friend, we have a lot in common, because I met her my freshman year of high school. For her, for an exchange year. So it was her first year in America, her first year in American high school, just like me. We love board games, we love crime TV show, we love running, but there's one thing that separated us. I knew I wanted to go into healthcare. She knew that was the last thing she ever wanted to do. But, nonetheless, I encouraged her to join HOSA, and I was like, come on, it'll be fun. So I joined for the networking opportunities. I joined because I knew this is going to get me to where I want to go. She joined for the social aspect, saying, oh, I want to make friends, I want to go to conferences, I'm going to have a good time. So, 2 different reasons, but one very fun experience. This showed when we went to volunteer opportunities within HOSA. I was like, oh, we went to this EMT day where we were the fake patients for EMTs in training. And I was being all goulashed up with that makeup. And I was like, wow, if I actually had this, like, how would I treat it? And that was where my mind was at. But for her, she was like, I look like a TV show star, this is amazing. And it was just 2 different mindsets in HOSA, but one main goal was to serve our community, no matter what your end goal is. And it wasn't until our fall leadership conference. This is an opportunity where professionals come and speak to our students and our members. And they get to share their story. So this fall conference, me and Annika got to go talk to this nurse. And she shared her story. She talked about the highs and lows of healthcare. She talked about how she had amazing days and not so great ones. But more importantly, she talked about her impact on her community. The same impact that each of you guys are making in this room today, every time you choose to go to work. It's a very important one. It's one that we need. and it's an inspiring one. Because after we listened to her story, Annika turned to me and she goes, "That's what I want to do. I want to make an impact like she did." And she couldn't sleep it because it was just being in that room and hearing her story, you just got chills all over you. Like, oh my goodness, like, I could do that one day. That's what HOSA is. It's showing young, future health professionals that they can do that one day. And that's where the tables started to turn. It wasn't until our spring leadership conference, where we compete and network against each other, that it was like the switch for her. We competed in health education. It's a competition where you go teach about a health event, and then you present it to a panel of judges saying, "Hey, we did it." And we got fourth. And at the spring conference, it is just against your area. It's a huge accomplishment because, like Mila said beforehand, is that there's 2,000 competitors in just our area alone. Texas is the largest state association for HOSA with over 34,000 members. And so placing at that, it didn't only give me the confidence that this is where I need to go, but Annika, my best friend from Germany, thrown into an environment where she had no idea what she was doing, was successful. And she took that lesson back with her to Germany, where she completed internships, volunteer work, and now she's pursuing a degree for pediatric nursing. But realizing that's the impact that HOSA has on our future nurses. It has the ability to have someone say, "No, I'm not doing healthcare," to say, "Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to become a nurse," just like all of you guys in this room. It's because of your stories that she was able to do that. This past March, I was able to be elected as the new Texas HOSA state president. And with this election came a couple of things. First being that I'm the first person to serve on Texas HOSA for 3 years. And that means that I have heard countless stories, not just from health professionals, but our members as well. And these stories, I'm telling you, I love listening to them because it's more than just like a story, it's a lesson. And I realized that without these stories, our future has no idea what they're getting themselves into. Because without HOSA, a lot of these people who are involved would have no idea where they want to go. Maybe, for me, I don't know if I would still be pursuing healthcare, because I would probably be a little too scared to do that. But HOSA gives that confidence, like they did to me and Annika and all 34,000 members. This partnership with the Philippine Nurses Association North Houston chapter and Texas HOSA means that your stories get to be told. There are many ways that you can get involved with our chapter. For instance, when Dr. Mila spoke at our Area 6 Spring Leadership Conference, she was able to tell her story. And when I saw my members, I got countless comments saying, by far, one of the best keynote speakers. But they also said, "Man, I'm inspired. I'm ready to compete. I'm ready to grow up," which I would never be saying that. But it's because of our partnerships that we're able to ignite this passion within our future health professionals. So that's where you come in, and that's where I'm speaking with you today. Because HOSA is more than just a club for high schoolers. It's a community that we're building. So thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you so much, Jocelyn. We appreciate that. That was very inspiring. Definitely, as a chapter, we always seek networking with other organizations. So next in line, we are going to be presenting